All right, everybody, welcome to Magic Pill Mondays Live, episode 19. It was supposed to be on hormones, specifically females, the part three of my three-part series, but I've decided to postpone that for something what I consider much more important, and starting with an apology. I have to apologize. If you've been following me for any length of time, I owe you an apology, not for what I've been telling you, but for what I have not, for what I've been leaving out, for what is the most important. And I'm going to share with you today how easy it is to take for granted and lose sight of what is sitting in front of you and what is most important. And basically, I had an epiphany 2 days ago, and I have to give credit to Peter Attia in his book Outlive when I was reading it. And it just was a wake up call because, quite frankly, this book published in March of 2023 is almost very similar. He's way more credible and he is a doctor. But the central arguments of this book that are very well founded with proven science are the same exact points I make in my book, The Magic Pill, which you can see over my shoulder over there, right there, which I published in 2012. So, unfortunately, I've been chasing squirrels, guilty of chasing what I thought were hot topics that people might find important and therefore find me important. Maybe. Human nature in the flesh. I'm admitting it. But because of that, I've withheld the most scientifically proven, life extending, health promoting information of all that is near and dear to my heart. And this is me taking the thing, my true love, for granted and essentially leaving my true love at the altar of this hidden church called social media. So today I'm going to rectify that. And going forward, I'm committing to rectifying that. And here's the deal. 77% of Americans, this is one of the wake-up calls, are ignoring this life-changing, free, no-cost, quality of life improving opportunity that I'm going to share with you right now. And that, my friends, is what I call the magic pill. What is the magic pill? It is exercise. And before you tune me out, hear me out. I want to make impact, and I hope to resonate with somebody here and now because too many people are ignoring it. And I'm going to get a little bit maybe hot and heated. I don't know how this is going to go. I was planning on doing this calm and collective, but this is scary. One of my friends I was working out with this morning just had one of his managers who's 41 have a heart attack. His wife walked in the bathroom and found him lifeless on the floor. A year and a half ago, lost a friend, 37 years old with two small children. Same thing. I unfortunately did not find him on the floor, but he made it to the hospital and they could not revive him. My friends, this is serious. Unfortunately, too many people, and my frustration is I'm marketing the crap out of exercise and nobody responds. I'm trying to get people and help people. They sign up for an offer and they don't even respond. They ignore our opportunities, our attempts to reach out to them. And this is the attitude we're taking towards exercise and something that's so proven. And today, I just want to make this case and argument for you. No one wants to die early. No one wants to lose their mind, their faculties, their memory. No one wants to lose the ability to do the things they love to do. No one wants to spend the last years of their life in a nursing home or ICU. If you don't agree with these statements, then you have my permission to tune me out right now. But if you do, and I hope many of people agree with me that you don't want any of those things, please give me your eyes and ears and pay attention for just a few minutes. Here's the undeniable truth as of today, July 3rd, 2023. There's no drug, no nutrition protocol, no magical supplement, no HRT, no red light, ice bath, NAD, or any other biohacking protocol that can even come remotely close to the proven ability of exercise to extend life and health span and improve the quality of life and in preventing disease. I could go over quote after quote. Now, I was going by what I knew when I published my book in 2012, but now science has validated what I said, that exercise is the magic pill. Listen to this. 2022 study of 750,000 U.S. veterans published in the Journal of American College of Cardiology. This is credible stuff. Reported that being sedentary has 4.09 times higher risk of dying than someone who is in the most fit category. And this is in terms of cardiovascular fitness, or VO2 max. You don't have to know what that means. Just understand the people that were the most fit versus the people that were least fit. Now, those that were sedentary, which is 77% of Americans these days, 4 times higher risk of dying, all-cause mortality. So let me give you some relevance to put this in perspective. If you're paying attention, you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, put something in the comments. Let me know you're watching. Let me know you care. Let me know we're making a difference out here. Let me know you don't want to be a statistic. Let me know you love. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for somebody you love so they don't have to take care of you in an infirm state. Now, I'm not talking about the unfortunate and unpredictable circumstances of fate that do happen, but I am talking about 85% of the diseases of aging that are caused by lifestyle choices, meaning we have control by our choices of 85% of our outcomes. But here's the deal. I want to put this in perspective. So 4 times higher risk of dying than if you're sedentary. If you smoke, smoking only carries a 1.4 times increased risk of dying. 1.4 versus 4.09 times if you're sedentary. So this is why they say sitting is the new smoking. Sitting is the new smoking times 4. Times 4. Times 4. Everybody knows smoking's not good for you, but sitting on your ass is 4 times worse. So do something. Wake up call. I don't know what else to do. I'm trying my best to get the message out. And yes, I'm passionate about this because I don't want to see somebody that loves life, loves people, loves serving others lose their life because they're not investing some time in their health. There's good news. Just going from sedentary to the least fit, moderate category, there's quartiles here. So going from the worst category to moving your ass a little bit, which anyone can do, cuts your risk in half from 4 to 2. So just a little bit higher than smoking. Just for going out and moving your ass a little bit. And yes, more is better, but nothing protects you more from dying than being fit or extremely fit. But you got to start somewhere. So if you're sedentary, I'm just encouraging you to take a baby step. And that's cardiorespiratory fitness. Now, there's 3 pillars of health when it comes to exercise. 2 that science has now proven equates to quantity of life and quality of life, or health span. The second is strength and muscle mass. I work very hard to preserve my muscle mass, and part of it's my body is my billboard as a functional health coach, trainer, nutritionist. But more importantly, I know that it is my bank account for longevity in my later years of my health span and the ability to do the things I want to do. You got to think of what do you want to do in your 80s and 90s and I'm 55 or almost 55. I'll be 55 this month. What can I do now? What I must do now? What I have to do now if I want to do those things when I'm 80? You can't ignore it now and expect to have it in your 80s later. It doesn't work that way. There's no free tickets. Everybody's putting off what they don't see because they're doing the things they want to do now. But you got to make some sacrifices, my friends. You got to invest, just like investing in a savings account or a dividends paying account or some kind of investment. You got to contribute to expect to have some retirement savings later. There's no free bank account waiting for you. Social Security is not going to pay the bills, and that's a good analogy. If you don't do anything now, you're living on Social Security for your health, your metaphorical health later. So strength and muscle mass, movement, cardiorespiratory fitness, cardio. And I'm not talking about running. I'm just talking about walking briskly, riding your bike, playing, hiking, paddleboarding, something you want to do or love to do. And if you don't love to do it, find something you love to do while you're doing it. I love podcasts and learning and filling my brain with scientific crap. And I don't know most people that like that, but I do. So I look forward to doing my zone 2 cardio, low and slow, while listening to a scientific podcast. So I look forward to it. But strength and muscle mass, a Chilean study of people over 70 years of age found that those with the most muscle, lean muscle mass, lived the longest. So the men and women with the least amount of muscle died first. I don't know if that makes more sense or not. And I don't know why my Instagram feed died, but that's just the way it is. I'm rocking and rolling. So muscle also equates to quality of life. A British study of older adults, recent study, found that those with the least amount of muscle reported the lowest quality of life. So life is about longevity, but not just how many years you live. It's the quality of those years. So between the cardiorespiratory fitness and strength, those two, which we can all work on, they're not rocket science. Anybody can do this, will ensure or best ensure the longevity, the quantity and quality of your life later. So the formula for the best life and longevity is simple. If you want quality and quantity, you got to move your ass and lift some shit. That's my Health Made Simple formula. It's that simple. Yes, there's some nuance to that, but it is that simple. Figure out how you can move. I have a client that just hired me. Actually, his friend referred him to me, and he brought his wife along for the ride, and they're in their 60s, and they don't know where to begin, and you may not either. I understand that. I'm not blaming you for that, but I'm also telling you not to be ignorant to the fact that you need help if you don't know what to do. But everybody knows how to walk, I hope. And if you know how to walk, get off your butt and go walk. Walk around the block. Start simple. Walking is free and easy. This couple, I told them to walk for 15 minutes. We live in Florida, and it's hot as crap and humid in the summer. So one of our malls, which is cool, opens an hour early for walkers just to walk in the air-conditioned mall. So that's what I recommended they do. I don't want people walking out in the heat and have a heat stroke. So they went and did that first time today, this morning, and they end up walking a mile in 20 minutes, a little over 20 minutes. And guess what? They survived. And they spent quality time together as a couple. And they proved to themselves they could do something good for their health. And they took the first of many steps towards securing a better quality and quantity of life. So start if you're doing nothing, just start with 10 minutes a day and work your way up. I had a client that started with me a long time ago. We worked remotely, and he was retired on Social Security, and he was very out of shape. And he started with 10 minutes a day. Each week, I told him to walk 5 times a week, 10 minutes. Each week, add 5 minutes. He did that consistently, week after week after week. And in the process of a year, worked his way up to over an hour a day and lost 60 pounds in the process, doing some nutritional strategies and some other tools and tricks and tactics I taught him. But the main one was moving his butt. That was the domino that put all the other steps in place. So I would also encourage you to start with some basic strength training. Strength or resistance training is just moving things against resistance, or lifting up things against gravity, or pulling on a band that is attached to something, or pulling on a cable that is attached to something. It's not complicated. Yes, it is intimidating. Yes, I don't expect you to figure it out and just walk blindly into a gym. What I would encourage you to do is to hire a coach, hire a trainer for a season. If you can afford it for 12 workouts, that's what I would start with. Even if they're only 30 minutes, do 12 workouts and tell them to teach you the basics of how to do strength training on your own. I have a chapter I dedicated in my book, which is right there. You can get it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. I'm not trying to pitch my book, but there's a whole chapter, how to find, vet, and hire a good trainer. That's just one resource, but it doesn't have to be that complicated. Hire somebody, tell them you want them to teach you how to work out in 6 sessions, 12 sessions, whatever goal you want to set, whatever amount of sessions you want to pay for or budget for, and tell them to teach you in that amount of time how to work out on your own with weights. Everybody can walk on a treadmill or ride a stationary bike or work an elliptical. You don't need to hire somebody for that. Watch my videos, and I'll teach you about zone 2 and how you can track and use a little bit of science to get the most value out of that. But I would definitely encourage you, if you have zero strength training experience, to hire a trainer. But do it. It will be the best investment of your life, unless they suck. If after 2 sessions they're late or they're just not into you, they're not paying attention to you, speak to the manager that you get a different trainer. Do not wait 12 sessions. There's good trainers and bad trainers. A, they should look the part, but B, they should care about you. They should pay attention to you. They should demonstrate the form. They should explain things. They should answer your questions. Make the most out of what you pay for. This is what I do, and that's what they should be doing. That's what we are paid for. That's what professional training and trainers do. So, feel like I'm on a soapbox, but that's okay because I am on a soapbox, not literally, but this is important. So I want to reiterate that exercise is the magic pill. If one of my notifications goes off one more time, I'll probably punch my screen because I'm fired up. But I want to reiterate that the magic pill is exercise because it decreases our risk of heart attack, stroke, cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, Lewy body dementia, on and on and on and on. And it's the best way to provide yourself a retirement account and insurance for the best, longest life possible. If you are purpose-driven like I am, and you want more time with your loved ones, you want more time to leave a legacy on this earth, you want more time for your kids and your grandkids, you want more ability to do things with those kids and grandkids for a longer time, you want to participate in the centenarian decathlon. There's a decathlon for centenarians. There's marathons for centenarians. Centenarians are people that live over 100. And there's people out there proving that you can do it. But they're investing the time. They did when they were probably 60, 70, and 80. I don't know what your age is, but invest the time now. Do something. Get help. Get an accountability partner. Don't try to do it on your own unless you are insanely narcissistic and have the ability to do it on your own. But if you don't, find an accountability partner and do it together. Buddy up. Just like scuba diving. You got to have a buddy before you go under the water. And they teach you how to buddy breathe. That's what you need. If you don't have one or you are very isolated, hire a trainer. Even if they are average, they're going to be better than what you do on your own. And if they get you to come to the gym because you paid for that session and you show up, that, my friends, is worth the price that you paid as long as they put you through a workout, even if it's average. So invest in your health. It's the best. So again, I'm apologizing for chasing squirrels and promoting a lot of information that's valuable. Don't get me wrong. But going forward from today, I'm committing to you, to me, to everyone that I'm going to spend a lot more time talking about, my true love, the subject of my book, the only uncontested in science, proven longevity tool, the best and brightest tool in our toolbox, which is exercise. And going forward, I'm going to try to spend more time, I'm going to spend more time discussing this because that is how I can create the most amount of impact in America with 77% of Americans now sedentary or not moving and 88% of Americans now with metabolic dysfunction. They kind of go hand in hand, people. They're directly correlated, and that's the best way I can move the needle. If you want some support and you want it for free, my wife and I, Holly, created a free Facebook group called Triumph Nation for purpose-driven, time-starved people who want to have health and happiness for the longest amount of time possible. The group is called Triumph Nation. If you're watching this on Facebook, you're on Facebook. You can join it for free. Just put Nation in the comments, and I will send you the link. Or one of my virtual assistants will send you the link. Or Holly will send you the link to join. And then join and participate. Look at the information. We're posting in there all the time. Useful information in nutrition, sleep, exercise, mindset, supplementation. That's just one resource. This is how we have committed to helping people. Do something. That could be your first step, but promise me you're going to take one step today. And that could be writing down tonight, right now, or whenever you're watching this on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Write down a step. And the best way you can do this is straight out of Atomic Habits by James Clear, another great book. But if you write down what, when, and where you're going to do something, and that would look like, I will walk for 15 minutes tomorrow at the mall at 10 a.m. when they open. You're 91% likely to do that, according to study of compliance. Write down an action step. Better yet, do 3 times. I will walk for 10 minutes on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. at Tyrone Mall. That's the name of our mall here. And do it each week. That, my friends, is life-changing. So if you want to join us and you want some support, you can put Nation in the comments and we'll reach out, provide you the free link. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. Or if you're watching on Instagram or you're watching anywhere, you want access to quality information, at least the best that I can provide, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's at Triumph Nation TV. We spell Triumph with a Y because the why in Triumph is you. I believe you and I are empowered to make the decisions and choices in our life that are going to dictate the quality and quantity of that life. I want to say that again because that just came out of the heart. We have the power of choice in America to choose the decisions, what we eat, what we do, where we spend our time, what we invest our money in. We have that freedom. Tomorrow we celebrate our independence on 4th of July, but we have that freedom. And that freedom of choice will dictate through those decisions the quality and the quantity of our life, statistically speaking. Yes, there's accidents. Yes, there's unforeseen circumstances. But hedge your bets and increase the likelihood of success through making decisions that will support your health and the quality of your life. So I hope today I've served you. And if I have, please let me know. This is what I lose sleep over, is figuring out ways that I can create impact. And like I said, from this day forward, I'm going to dedicate more time and consistency to promoting exercise in all ways, in addition to hormone management, sleep, nutrition, mindset, all the other steps. But those are the forests. Don't get lost in the trees. And if I've served you today, please let me know. And if you find value, and maybe you can share this, but I want to plant a seed in the soil of your heart, mind, and soul today. And I hope that takes root and eventually grows into a tree of life for you so that you can have the best and longest, healthiest, happiest life possible, so you can have impact on the world and do what God put you on this earth to do for the longest time possible, and to enjoy the time that we have to do the things you want to do and do the things you love to do. So I'll be posting, like I said, some more information, but we're stronger together. Get a buddy, get into Triumph Nation. We'll help you as best we can, as long as you're participating, tuning in. But your best and strongest life are waiting. Stay strong, my friends. I am Coach Matt O'Brien, author of The Magic Pill, founder of Triumph Fitness and Nutrition. I am a functional health coach. I'm a hormone specialist. I'm a nutritionist. I'm a master trainer. If I can help you, serve you virtually or here at Triumph in Largo, Florida, have some courage. Let me know. I'm not hard to find. We have a website, triumphfitness.com. I have a YouTube channel. I have Facebook. Let me know. I will reach out. That's what we do. I'll connect with you, create an opportunity, have a discussion, and go over your goals and figure out ways and steps to take to lead you and help you as best I can. And if you're not wanting or digging me, I encourage you to find somebody that you do dig and do want to work with to get some help if you need some help. If you just drifted away for a period of time or a season, get back at it. Get back on the horse. And as a client just reminded me 3 days ago, I hadn't seen her in a couple weeks. And we were talking about her. And she popped her head all sweaty into my office after she took a class. She said, I want to tell you something. Pardon my French, but I'm quoting here. She goes, the butterfly never fucking goes back to being a caterpillar. And what she was referring to is a metaphor I use, or an analogy, whatever it is. I always get mixed up on my analogies and my metaphors and the similes. But when you go through a transformation process, a true transformation, like a caterpillar goes into the chrysalis and transforms into this beautiful butterfly and takes flight, the butterfly can never go back to being a caterpillar. So if I can help you through a transformation process, or another coach can, or you'd like to join us in Triumph Nation, please take that step. Hope I've made my case. The exercise is the magic pill. And again, I'm apologizing. This is for me to own my shit and let you know that I feel like I've drifted away from what's most important in the most impactful, the most proven opportunity and drug on the planet, which is exercise, to increase the quantity and quality of our life. So our best and longer life are waiting, my friends. Stay strong. Next week, I'll get back into our hormone series. We're talking about female hormones. We're also doing an episode on fasting mimicking. I know fasting is a hot topic. And my wife and I completed a 4-day fasting mimicking protocol. So we're going to talk about the different types of fasting: intermittent fasting, time restricted feeding, water only fast, extended fast, and fasting mimicking. For some of you fasting newbies, this may be the way to go. So that's coming up on future episodes. If you're on my social media, I put out a vote today, a poll, a genuine request for help to cast your vote for what my podcast coming out soon will be named. So there's 2 options, and you can nominate any names that you think are appropriate. If you spent this much time watching me, maybe you have a beautiful name for a podcast. But I put the background information on the post. It's on my feed today. If you're in Triumph Nation, it's in there as well. But cast your vote. Give me your input because that's coming soon. For those of you that like to listen while you're walking on the treadmill, getting your movement, cardiorespiratory fitness, so you can extend your life before the next day when you go lift some weights, to also extend the quality and quantity of your life. So that's what's coming, my friends. This is Magic Pill Mondays Live. I'm Coach Matt O'Brien. I love you guys, and I hope I've served you today and not offended you in any way. But let's keep moving. Let's be stronger, America. Let's be Triumph Nation. We'll catch you next time. And have an amazing 4th of July. And don't forget what we're celebrating: our freedom and our independence tomorrow. We'll see you next time. Have a great night and weekend and whatever. Cheers.